Hey, what's going on? It's Boss Britt, the most lit.
What's up, your girl DJ eXeL?
And this is
the No Homo Show.
Where everything we talk about
is homo as
gay. What's up to all our gays out there? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. We right back at it like a crack addict. Yeah.
That's crazy. But shout out to all our podcast listeners. We appreciate you. Run that joint up. Leave a comment. Give us 5 stars. All that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We outside, baby.
We outside.
We got a special guest in the building.
Oh, this one hit a little different.
We have to be on our best behavior.
Yeah, she's gonna deduct our pay.
Oh, y'all know she pimping us. Okay, I'm gonna let you do the honors. Okay, please introduce yourself. Let people know who you are and what you do.
Hey y'all, I'm Girly The Ceo, producer of the No Homo Show,
Sure.
executive producer with productions, and just everything gay. Like, if it's produced greatly, it's mine.
Bitch, what the
Yes, girly!
All right, y'all. So this our
This our little
like,
bald head little baby right here.
This like little sis, but auntie at the same
Yeah,
time.
for real.
It's crazy though.
We thought she
Nah,
was 50
little
for like
sis,
2
but
years.
big sis, like she just so mature. That's why we saying that, y'all. She's just so mature, and
You
we're
are mature.
the immature ones.
Yes.
Very much
But
so.
When we say you need to film in your life, this is our film in our
Yes,
life, okay?
yes,
and y'all
yes.
can't have her, so quit DMing her and trying to talk to her and all that stuff. Like, no.
If you got the right price, then we could discuss
No!
No,
She's
she's
busy.
busy. She's
Unless
busy.
y'all don't want to see her make it to her birthday.
God damn.
Right.
it. It's next week. Damn.
Right.
Damn. Okay.
I'm
Not
tired of
too
y'all
much.
trying to take her from us.
You so petty.
I'm going to be messy with Girly today.
Hey, ain't it crazy, right? Like when you got somebody good, it's sad that you don't want to like tag them or something because you don't want everybody
Nobody to
What that
have
mean?
them.
like let's say you got a good assistant, right? And you don't want to like promote like this is the best
Oh, tag
assistant
them.
ever.
Yeah, 'cause then they gonna go get her.
Yeah, y'all,
Yeah.
because she's doing our show. She booked and busy, all right?
We going to tag her for y'all, though. We always going to tag her.
But if y'all got an opportunity that never mind. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, hold on, because Atlanta Black Pride Weekend is coming up, and y'all have to be at Pure Energy Pride.
Y'all, it's the biggest black pride in the United States.
Not even gonna hold y'all. Listen, and we got 2 major headliners this year.
Yo, we got a lot of special guests, but can we tell them the first one?
Can we tell them?
Yeah, y'all.
I want you to try me. I want you to
Don't
try me.
try
I want you to try me right now.
Y'all know who officially just came out the closet.
The one and only.
We're gonna have Dage Loaf at Atlanta Black Pride Weekend. Yo, she be fly.
Hey,
what
she
you
can
think she
dress
gonna wear?
down. I don't know, but I'm probably gonna want to wear it after her. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Yes, we got Dave Slope in the motherfucking building.
Who
y'all.
else we got? Y'all
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
believe it.
Y'all wouldn't believe this one.
Who else we got,
She's the
Britt?
girl's girl, okay?
Okay.
Baby, this is, you know it's your girl. We got Kiki Palmer
Y'all,
pulling up.
Y'all, we got so many people, so many influencers, so many special surprises for y'all, and the
gonna be lit.
biggest parties of the weekend.
Yeah.
Look, there's a
Over
lot of
10 parties.
Listen, there's a lot of parties going on. We got the biggest.
The biggest, okay? Over 10 events, and we got after hours. We're running it up goddamn Wednesday to Monday.
Yo, and at least like 2 events a day. So I would strongly encourage you to get your all access passes, get your sections, or you can get individual tickets to every event.
Yeah.
Also,
We got the live show.
the live No Homo Show.
Pull up, y'all. Look, we going up all weekend. Get y'all tickets for the live show immediately. Atlanta Black Pride, it's on the way.
It's on the way. Get your flights, get your tickets, get your hotel room, all that. Let's go.
Yeah.
So look,
Oh boy.
y'all, she's super corporate, so we gotta loosen her up a little bit. All right. So
Girly The Ceo.
What y'all want from me?
all right, look. She literally said when we said we want to interview her, she's like, "Why? Why me?"
Talk about what?
Yeah, but y'all,
Literally.
she's super dope and got a lot going on. But before we get into it, it's only right we get into
Let's ask her
Skittles.
how we. Oh, okay, I'm about to pop quiz her. I
Oh,
was gonna say how we start the. She already said it.
Okay.
yeah,
She was gonna say I don't know.
yeah,
I wasn't. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Because sometimes she be a little. All right, but we got to start off with Skittles and Riddles, and you know how it go, girly. But you never really, we never put you under the pressure.
Yeah, you in
Right.
the hot seat today, okay?
All right, let's see. What? 58. What do lesbians love to watch? The L word? I
That's
mean,
pretty
what
Y'all,
do
pretty
lesbians
valid,
love
though.
to watch?
It's gonna be something stupid though, right?
It's Skittles
All
and
right.
Riddles.
So we like to watch I feel like it's gonna be something like TV dinner, like something about like eating out type thing, like eat out.
Okay, let her cook.
Something like
She
that.
ate that. That's the New York in her. Got bars. You feel me?
Something about eating out, TV dinner-ish.
What do they like to watch?
Yeah.
What do they like to watch?
Cats.
Basketball.
Oh, cats.
Cats.
Cats is a good one.
But lesbians really do. I feel like every lesbian I know
Got a cat.
owns a cat. Like Britt.
Where's y'all cat?
Britt got 2.
Where's y'all
I don't want a cat ever. No shit. I love cats.
I think y'all would love cats. I think you would do good with a cat.
All right, no. So my sister always used to have cats. I just don't want no animals. I travel too much. I don't want to have to drop nobody.
But you have a dog essentially.
Yeah, this was not by choice. And I love my wife because I know pet owners feel some type of way.
Yeah, because you always talk about her dog.
Yeah, that's our pet at the time.
It's our dog.
Yeah.
My baby.
Yes, I don't know.
All right, I said cats.
Neither.
You said
I said
dinner,
basketball.
movie,
dinner.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be something so dumb. I said basketball.
And I said the L word too.
What number is it?
58.
Why does 58 sound? I feel like we always say 58. Maybe I'm wrong.
For real.
Let me see. All right.
We about at the end of this little book right here. We gonna come with our own.
Something way better, please.
Yeah, because I'm tired of these answers.
Let's have a session. And
they be ridiculous.
What was it?
See, something so
None
stupid.
of us was right.
LGBT.
That's close to L word. Oh, LGBT.
I ain't mad at that. All right.
I mean, did a straight person come up with this?
Probably.
I think it's
a white, old, horny
straight
guy.
person. Yeah.
Take a
shot.
I was close though. The
y'all like our No Homo Show cups? Okay, period. Y'all want me to send y'all some? Hey, matter of fact, say y'all like it. I might DM you and send you some.
Uh-oh. I might not. Too.
Don't count on it.
That's
Don't
a capital
count
M on that mic. Okay, Girly The Ceo, welcome to the show officially. We're so happy to have you here today. It's long overdue. You kept dodging us because you know you're about to get in your business a little bit today. But you know how we start this thing off, honey. It's only right. Your coming out story. So please let us know who, what, when, where, why was it for you coming up out that closet?
I mean, I was outed by my sibling, by my little sister at the time. My little sister, but at the time, I had like kissed a girl. I think I was in like 7th grade. On my indoor porch, and my sister had just opened the door, and we had just like boom, door opens, and my sister ran back and told my mom, and my mom, called me in the room like, "Come here." I'm like, "What's up? You just kissed somebody?" And I was like, "Ew, my friend, that's a girl. Why would I kiss her?" Knowing damn well I just did. And I was like, "No." And it was a peck. It wasn't no tongue. It was like 7th grade. Y'all were fast. At 7th grade, I was just
definitely was getting to it. Saying I'm playing.
I was not getting
to it. Boyfriends in 7th grade.
Yeah, no. So my mom found out. I denied it for years. I'm Cuban. My grandmother, my mom's from Cuba, so it was very like shunned upon.
Yeah.
At that years ago, and then now I live in my truth. My mom watches the No Homo Show.
Shout out to Mom, dude!
She loves Britt and eXeL.
Come on, Mama CEO.
Yeah, so she knows she's a part of it. She supports everything we do. She's come to Pride. She was in Miami Pride 2 years ago.
Facts, outside.
So it's all love now. But at the time, it wasn't. And my grandmother was like, "If I found that you like girls, I'm gonna disown you. You're done. You're cut off. Don't ask me for nothing." Damn. And I was like, "Damn."
So when did your grandma find out?
So my mother told her what happened.
We know how close you are to your grandma. So
yes. So my grandmother at the time was not with it. Don't play with me. And then as I got older in high school, she was like, "Okay, but how do you know if you like girls if you've never been with a guy?"
Oh, I hate when they say that.
They think they even out.
The same reason you don't like girls.
Yeah. But I didn't take it there. I was like, you know what, you're right. So I tried to get a boyfriend and I tried to do something and it did not.
Was he tall? Describe this guy
he was
so I can know.
Short and muscular.
Yes.
Very sweet. Very, very nice. Like we still cool.
That's
and we tried and it did not. I started crying like it didn't go through with nothing. Nothing happened. I cried. And so then my grandmother finally accepted it, I think like college type shit. My grandmother was like, "Okay. I just love you."
Sure.
And she just said, "I just didn't know."
Yeah.
My grandmother grew up in a time where if you got your period, you got beat. Like they used to scare you. Yeah. So that
you think you're grown?
You think you're grown. Like don't try to be fast now.
Oh.
So she wasn't, it's just new to her.
Yeah.
But before my grandmother passed away, God rest her soul.
Rest in peace.
She was with it. She came to my whip show. If you guys know what whip
came
is.
to the whip
Grandma
show?
came to 2 whip shows. She came to my gay ass birthday parties with nothing but lesbians everywhere.
That's what's up.
So she was like, she loved, the woman I was with at the time.
Yeah.
She like loved her, loved on her, fed her.
Yeah.
So it was a
when a Spanish
moment.
grandma feed you,
then you in. That's
a peace offering. That's a love, like.
Yeah, so that was my coming out. So I got outed. And now again, my whole family knows, and it is what it is. But it was very scary, and it was like, damn. So am I doing something wrong?
Who initiated that kiss? Keep it 100.
The girl did. No, the girl did. Girl, she was older than me. She was in high school, and I was in 7th grade.
Oh, you bad.
She was older, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's great when the parents come along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like
sometimes.
And then like they start like going to like events and stuff, and then I think it opens up their eyes too to like, oh, this kind of interesting. Like my mom came to the No Homo Show.
I know.
She had a blast.
I was like, should I still do the same? But she already watched it online, so I'm like, let me just pop my shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
I be talking about your titties and stuff. I'll be like, yo, I'm wild, you know.
eXeL got her titties cut off. Her mom is in the corner.
eXeL's a squirter.
Oh my gosh, yo. It's just, I love that about me. Like, go ahead and say that shit.
I mean, yeah.
All right, girlie, let's get through all the boring stuff. Let's start. I'm playing. Let's start with the fact that you are the GOAT when it comes to a lot of different shit. Okay. So we're going to get to know you a little bit because maybe we don't know some of these things. But what came first? So when I talked to you, I know you used to dance.
Yeah.
Hold up, y'all. Dance for Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, Miss Lauren. Miss Hill.
My bad.
What came first?
What do you mean, what came first?
Producing, dancing.
Oh, so dancing first. I was a dancer. I was in school for dance. Like, if you from Queens and you from New York, you 8 times out of 10, you a dancer. You all right? You missed your whole mouth.
Dancing? I can't wait to dance.
I don't know why Toe Bettina came to my head. As soon as you said that, I'm like, I just started seeing this ASAP.
Yeah, like, I feel like New York dancing is a big part of our culture.
Yeah.
Or the arts, period. But if you dancing, like, you just know everybody in the dance world. So I grew up dancing, and that was also my escape. Like, I went through a lot of stuff growing up, like, a lot. I dealt with homelessness as a child. I dealt with, having to deal with my mom going through her depression and things like that. So dancing was my out. It was my escape. And then I grew up in the church, and with me struggling with my identity being gay, you go to church literally on Pride Week, and they like rebuke the sins and the devils are out there, and I'm about to go to the parade with my gay flag, like, woo!
Yeah.
So it was a lot. So dancing was what made me happy and kept me sane. So dancing first. Then I went to school for it. And then I got bored with dancing. Like, I wasn't the greatest. I'm good. I could dance.
You could dance your ass off. Hey, one thing about Girlie, I love when she fuck it up. I be like, yes.
I could dance, but I wasn't like, I'm about to be Beyonce's backup dancer. I mean, I feel like if I put my mind to that, but that's not where I wanted to go.
You was Lauryn Hill backup dancer.
You could have been Taylor.
I could have been Taylor, right? But Taylor's, let's be clear. Taylor's that bitch.
Cutting up. Okay? Yeah, shout out to Taylor.
I didn't see that for me.
Yeah, I got you.
So I kept dancing. I was like, well, I just want to create. So now I'm creating shows. And then a good friend of mine was Lauryn Hill's nail tech. Yeah. And she was looking for a choreographer. So they sent in my resume, a bunch of other resumes, and she picked me. So I was working with her. Like, imagine getting a call. Long story short, I had resigned from my corporate job for 9 years. 8.5 years I was there. And I was like, I don't want to work for the white man no more. Like, I just don't want to do this. They telling me I got to come to work. I'm like, I just want to work remote. I want to be at home. Like, this shit don't make no sense.
Yeah.
And I resigned. I was like, I don't want to do this no more anyway. I'm over it. The next day, literally like the next day, I had to go pick up my stuff. I get a call from Miss Hill's assistant like, yeah, Miss Hill needs you at her house tomorrow at 6 p.m. Be there. Like,
let God.
Okay. Yeah, and then from there was just crazy. So, and then COVID happened. So the tour ended, right? Because COVID, the first round of COVID.
Yeah.
We done went through 10 rounds.
For real.
The first round of COVID happened, and we had to end everything. And the world shut down. And one of my coworkers at the time hit me up and was like, I wish you would have stayed because not everybody got to work from home. And that's all you wanted. And I was like, nah, because if I did that, I would have never had the opportunity to work with Ms. Hill and just be on my own as an entrepreneur. And I think that's what kicked me into overdrive. So the whole COVID, I didn't have a job. And I was good because I just kept I kept figuring out ways to create and produce.
So is that what made you move to Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay.
So I always wanted to come to Atlanta. I came to Atlanta way underage, going to a Melissa Scott Trax Cross party.
You fast.
And I was like, I want to live here. Yeah. It's the Black Mecca.
I want to go there.
I want to go here bad. Like, I don't even know how we got into these parties, but this is my shit.
Hey,
look at all these lesbians. Look at all these outed lesbians. Like, they're proudly, and I'm from New York, so it was lesbians, but it was a different energy. You understand? The businesses was owned by Black people. Black gay people.
That's what I love.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I didn't really see that in New York too much, coming from a corporate life.
Yeah.
So I love this shit. Like, I could be corporate and still turn up at night. Bet I'm coming. So life happened. Yeah. I went to college in New York, and then finally COVID hit, and one of my friends called me and was like,
COVID hit is crazy.
COVID hit, and my friend, I got a remote job, so I was working in tech, remotely. My friend was like, "Oh yeah, you got your job, you lit. All right, so when you coming to Atlanta now?" I'm like, "What?" And she was like, "You work remote. Let's go." And I came out here the following, 2 weeks later, looked at an apartment, and 30 days later, I moved into my apartment, and that was it.
Damn.
So New York was shut down at this time, down as fuck. And Atlanta was open.
Yeah, I don't know what COVID is in Atlanta. Nah. Because when we were we had to, it was so bad in New York. I lived in the Bronx, and you had to sign up to go get groceries 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah, New York had it really bad.
So that it could be crowd control, right? For safety and stuff like that. I get to Atlanta, nigga, we at the hookah bar, past the hookah. Niggas is sharing tips.
Yeah.
It's COVID.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it. Yeah. I'm not proud of it, but I was like, all right, I guess I could come back to life here.
Hey, we was only on lockdown for about 3 months. 3 months. And when we came out, it was full-fledged. The
crazy
you said,
thing
hookah,
the crazy thing is, our first party that we had
lit as fuck.
It was lit, but the police came and shut it down, and they said only people that bought sections can be in here.
Yeah,
because it was supposed to be like a lounge at a nightclub.
Yeah, so we went through a little, but that was 2 weeks.
That was one time.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks.
It was up.
Let's try it again next week.
Our Thursday party had bottles in every. I missed
that $500
and that COVID money. So New York, I think we was getting a little more than y'all. I think New York, if you got unemployment, I didn't qualify for a while at first, unfortunately.
You was,
I had just resigned from my job.
Yeah.
So no, not because I was a Miss Hell.
No, I was going to say because you was working from home.
Because I was still working. Before.
Okay.
So I got my work from home job a year into COVID.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So the first year of COVID, I didn't work at all. But I had just resigned, so I didn't qualify for unemployment.
Yeah.
In New York, the system is different.
Yeah.
But so coming here, everybody had their money. Everybody got their coins.
Outside,
and trying to treat people
the
different,
loans and the this and the that. I'm like,
the loans and the this. Hey, they're trying to sign you up. Yeah, you from New York? All right, so bad. Look, I got an LLC right here for you. Sign up and get 20
I didn't learn
tomorrow.
what CPN was until I came to America.
Me neither.
No idea. I was like, what's a CPN?
Y'all, look, first of all, when I first moved to Atlanta, I was going so by the law.
Yeah,
I couldn't. Wait, so you're a criminal now?
No. But for instance, it was so hard to get my first apartment because I haven't been here for that long. So they're like, we need to see
rental history,
pay stubs
for at least 2 months out here. Mm-hmm. If I know what I knew now, you know
that up in a heartbeat. I make $1 million.
It's Instagram. They be like, if you need pay stubs same day. I'm like, how do you?
Bruh, they be having signs on the damn poles. Call me for a CPN.
They got their number.
Bro, Atlanta is not a real place.
It's not, y'all.
See, that's why we thought you was 50, though, to go back to Miss Hill. We thought you was with her doing Fuji's.
Yeah.
Okay, so you was with her.
Recently.
COVID-ish. Okay.
Recently.
Now that makes sense.
Because I whenever we say she's older, you never look older. You just act older. And just y'all, I used to
in her stories, even her saying, I had a corporate job for 8 years. When? 8 years when?
Killing me softly.
I did though. It's so crazy. I lived about 20 lives.
No, for real, bro.
We
thought you was 50.
Listen, we just getting started, so we go 50 more.
I told eXeL, she's not. And you was like, I refuse to.
For the record, my friend just turned 30. For the record, y'all. Can I say that? Is that okay?
She's like, cut that part.
Yeah, not too much on that.
All right.
I'm not 50.
My bad, my fault.
H gonna fuck you up.
H checked us real quick. Y'all know he's hip hop.
Okay.
He started when hip hop started. All right?
When I walked in, he
started with hip hop. No, for real.
Literally.
Yeah.
So let's talk about wit.
Yes, let's get into it.
Please tell us how you came about it, and just for a person that never seen it, can you describe what it is? Because I loved it. My girlfriend was in it too.
You too excited.
Before she was your girlfriend, she was
period.
But yes, that's how they fell in love at the show. But anyway,
no, that's I was sold. I said, damn,
I mean, let me take that one down.
Tell me you can do that.
So Whip Productions is a production company I started in 2017. And I started because I mentioned to you guys, I was doing fashion shows. So from dancing, I started doing fashion shows and producing them. In New York, everybody loves fashion shows, whatever. So I just ran with it. Place, and I was doing it for a lot of years. And I was like, this is boring. Like, I'm bored of seeing the same runway walks and the routines.
Yeah.
How do I make money for something that I like? And I was like, sex sells. Because it does. But I'm not selling my soul and my body. So how do I do that in an artistic way? So I created a theatrical production called Whip that basically creates storylines and plots that are erotic, but are for Black queer people.
Yes.
Because, I personally have never gone to a Broadway show that's made by a lesbian, featuring lesbians with the lesbian storyline that's openly out. I still haven't seen it, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So I started it because I was like, and
high end at that.
And
because there's a lot of like gay shows.
Yeah.
The clubs are known for that. LGBT are known for like having like a gay intermission.
Yeah.
But this is like a high end.
It's a production, lights, camera, action, scripts.
Yeah.
I mean, like I wrote about 7 scripts to date, I think. Yeah. I still have scripts that I've never actually implemented or created.
Come on, Tyler Perry!
But that's the goal. I just wanted
to get the best feedback right now.
Yeah, not with that last movie. That movie was
I love Tyler.
He is a genius.
Not too much
in his own right, but
yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I created Whips. And then from Whips, I recently branched off with Invite Only.
And what's the difference?
Okay, so Invite Only is literally just that. It's an invite only avant-garde burlesque show. Avant-garde, like artistic. Yeah, so it's out of the box. Artistic. It's very different. You guys came to the show.
Yeah,
so it's more of an intimate event rather than a scripted theatrical show. Yeah. The whole purpose of Invite Only is to immerse the people, the crowd, with the dancers, with the scenes. And I want to take it up a notch and get, a little crazier and more involved in it. But my first one was just to like test the waters.
Can I say something about it?
Absolutely.
So first of all, y'all, you had to check in your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was ready to check in my phone because what's about to go down, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was dope. And you really had
and that was only, but I wanted to check in phones, not because of like what was going to happen, but because I feel like we live in a world like this media where I'm glued to my phone. Yeah. It's right here. I got 2. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm in a space where we're just connecting. Like, what's your name? What you paying attention and being present. Yes, so that was just to remove like the outside world. Because now if we sit next to each other, you don't got a phone, I don't got a phone. What we gonna do? Look like this?
Yep. I love it.
Now we gotta talk.
Now we gotta talk.
Yeah.
I've said I think years ago that I wanted to do a party like that, but I do think like maybe the first party might be awkward for people.
As hell.
Yeah,
like people gonna be like,
oh, they were antsy. They were antsy.
But
that's so crazy.
Secondly, I think you said y'all can touch the dancers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't touch nobody.
You can touch the dancers, yeah. And it's more, I mean, for couples, for singles.
That's
but
dope.
While the dancers are dancing and moving around in their artistic way, they want you to come into this space with them. Like, and I'm going to build on that more and more as I think that through, but it's a safe space. That's why you also sign, like when you buy your ticket, you sign a consent form that says like, hey, I consent to this, to being here. And it's not a sex party. Let's make that clear.
Ha! Damn, we thought we was getting a sex party.
It's none of that. It's just literally an artistic dance showcase that immerses you into themes.
Yeah, we loved it. Yeah. And like, it was very artistic. The music went with the visuals, went with the dancers. You had props and everything. So when y'all see her push another one, go. It's a perfect date night. Even if you're single, if you're going out with friends, I think it's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I went to the Whip in DC, boy. I missed my flight. I missed my first flight, and then I got on another. I was whipped. I was literally whipped.
You were literally whipped.
I was literally whipped.
Britt don't spend money. So Britt bought another flight
a last minute $300 flight.
I was like, oh, she rich.
All right,
because Brandy was in the show, and I was like, yo, I gotta come see my baby. And when I tell you,
you got there right before she started.
I got there right on time, and it was so worth it. Like the way I feel about the No Homo Show, like it's nothing like it. That's how I feel about Whip and Invite Only. So we really got a good thing going on.
No, wanted something.
Yeah,
no, we do. And I think it's important for us to continue to create stuff for the community outside of parties and outside of like, just the typical stuff, you know what I mean? Like high-end date nights, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and we only getting older. I feel like we have to grow with our crowd and grow with us. And I feel like the more we tap into what we like the No Homo Show, this podcast, like Invite Only and Whip, then we're just going to grow. The nightlife, I don't know. I just feel like in 10 years, it ain't going to be much nightlife, to be honest. I don't see it being the way it was. Like even now, people don't want to buy the bottles and the sections. Like they want to dance. They want to leave out sweaty because they dance, their feet hurt. They got to run to the car to get their shoes off because they had a great time.
Period.
So because we're not taking our shoes off in the club, ladies. Okay. PSA. I would like to go to the parties and stop seeing shoes off. If your feet hurt, bring sandals, bring slides. But please stop taking your shoes off in the club and being barefoot.
Yeah, that's crazy you said that. I wanted to ask about like nightlife since you just brought it up. Like, do we feel like it's dying? Do we feel like it's something missing? How do we feel about the scene right now?
I do. But I feel like we're also in it like our life is nightlife. And not just nightlife, but events to begin with. So I feel like for us, we're always there. So me personally, I'm like, who we doing Friday? Oh, the club. Okay. Is there nothing else we can do? Right? So I think we have to think of creative ideas to get people to still come out. But maybe it's not nightlife. Maybe it's a paint and sip and a turn up after. Because we going to still want to turn up. But it don't got to always just be pay your $20 cover, get a section, buy a bottle, leave the club, go home. I feel like it could be something else that we offer. Yeah, and I think that's what we are trying to create, an experience.
Yeah. And I think that was what was missing for a long time. And you know how they say like history repeats itself? I do think like sections was a really big thing. And I do think people are starting to be like, I'm not talking about a bottle.
In this economy nowadays, especially.
People are trying to go back to house parties.
No, for real.
Backyard parties.
For real. And I love a good house party.
And let's just chill.
But think about it. All right. So we're promoters and stuff. So we're always in a section, right? But think about if like you're just like a regular person just want to take your girl out.
For real.
Now the way the clubs are set up, you are looked at as like peon type stuff.
So listen. I went to the Chris Brown concert 2 Fridays ago, right? And I wanted to go out after. And I was like, all right, I was like, let's go out. Like, let's go get a drink. And it was a straight club we went to in Atlanta. And the dance floor was cute. You had room to stand. But I was like, damn, I want to sit down. I just want to sit.
Yeah, that's how we feel.
In order for me to sit down, and yes, I did this, I had to buy a bottle. Yeah. The cheapest bottle, not cheapest, but what I would drink, was $400 for a bottle of Moet. Just so I can put my feet on the floor and my ass in a chair. Yeah. Because I was like, damn, I have to stand the whole night?
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's crazy a little bit. Like, not because my feet hurt, but I just want to sit.
Right.
Yeah, and for correction, like, not that, like, we're looking at you like that, but, like, the clubs are so sectioned out that like it makes you feel like you're not somebody important.
But that's an Atlanta thing. Can I tell you?
No, I was that's not in New York. Too,
I wasn't big on sections till I came here. Yeah. In New York, yes, we would have about 3 or 4 sections in a club, and one would be for the promoter, maybe the DJ and the MC, and another guest. That's it.
Or VIP on the sides and a dance
in a little bit, but it was you not going like, okay, so did we reserve our section? Okay, how much is the bottle? That wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Like. And we also I feel like there was more staff at the bars. You can go to the bar and get a drink in 10 minutes. Now you got to wait an hour. Like, I feel like it's just a bunch of different things that's happening because they put more emphasis on the bottle girls than the bartender.
Yo, because we had during Pride, like, we was waiting on the bottle. So, like, we wanted to go hit the bar to get drinks. And it made it such an inconvenience because it literally was... Like, you're standing at the bar for so long.
And as you get older, you're willing to pay for convenience now.
Yes,
so now,
it's not...
Fuck it, let me get the bottle. Yeah. Let me get the section.
Because, like, I'm going to finish this shot. And especially people that's buying shots, you finish it and you done. And, like, the club gives you, like you need to be doing something.
And now you know you're going to have that service that's going to wait hand and foot on you to get your next drink and etc.
Yeah. And disclosure, like, it don't be us, y'all.
Yeah.
It be...
The venues, where we be at,
they put that pressure on us to make sure we got a section. So this section, if you sell it, you got to make sure they got a bottle minimum. So also, please show us grace too, because we want to get back, like you just said, to creating experiences and where it's not like so much pressure to get a damn section. Woo, woo, woo. But a lot of these spaces that we be in, they operate off of that.
Not even
and they love to compare us to the straight crowd.
That's
they like, oh, y'all only doing this at the bar. Well, my straight crowd doing $50K at the bar. Yeah, because everybody in here buying 10 bottles per couch, not even section. They be like, yeah, this is 1 couch, that's 2 bottles. This couch right here, 2 bottles.
And yo, I said it before.
It's crazy.
I used to think like the LGBT was cheap, right? Or our lesbian parties, like people being cheap, right? But when you look back, women are just more financially smart.
More financially conscious. But then let's also be real too. And I mean, yes, the climate is changing, but a few years ago, men made more money than women in any industry.
Yeah.
So I think it's also just looking at the economy the social economy that we live in and seeing like, okay, well, on average, a female makes this, well, a male makes that.
Yeah.
Right. And then if you want to get technical, you talk about nightlife, have those men into something.
Yeah.
Facts.
Let's just leave it at that, right? So
every
you
day
got
hustling,
especially in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Everybody hustling in Atlanta.
Everybody getting to it,
or
boy.
scamming.
They outside Monday through Sunday, after hour, midday power. I'll be like, yo,
how do you even? Where's the money? How do you do this? Okay,
right.
I'm trying to get a Chipotle bowl.
Okay.
Like, you bought 3 bottles in 3 days.
It's crazy.
So yeah, I think that's the difference too. But I mean, we make it happen.
Yeah,
you know,
like you.
So shout out to y'all for supporting us.
Like you
we
were
be going
saying,
through it too.
Like give us grace. Like no, some clubs literally say like somebody cannot sit in a section unless they buy a bottle.
Which I never heard that.
Servers are looking, and the whole club is nothing but sections.
Yeah, so where do you want them to stand? At the bar? But then we're blocking the traffic.
So now you got a whole bunch of people, but open like it's crazy. And sometimes like people want to smoke a hookah. They can only smoke at the bar. So it get deep. And I know y'all don't know the business, and we do this all the time where we don't even consider y'all not understanding it, but now y'all know.
Yeah, especially when you on the other side, like you go to somebody's. Oh, I hate going to somebody else's club. I'll be like, do I know a promoter or any? I don't like going. Oh, I feel like, yo, shout out to y'all for supporting us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Real.
We appreciate y'all.
For real. All right, so let's talk about us and how much you love us and all that good stuff. My God. Let's talk about films and doms having platonic relationships.
Platonic, like friendships.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's what we are. You feel me? But most people might assume
like, damn, eXeL
which one of y'all fuck Girly?
Girly, you're not in love with eXeL or Britt. They're so fine.
Never in my life.
All right, bitch. Don't say that.
Never.
All right, so outside of that though, but like, what was your first impression of us? Like, keep it 100.
Wow.
Let us know.
Wow.
Because apparently some people would say we didn't like you, and you know.
Oh, leave it up to them, right?
So,
they don't want to work with you ever.
Set the record straight today.
When I came, the first party I attended for you guys was it's across the street from a gas station. You guys used to do Thursdays there, I think.
Speak Easy?
No, not Speak Easy. It's not in the city.
Kiss and Tell.
Huh?
Kiss and Tell?
Kiss and Tell, maybe.
Oh,
it's right across from a big gas station.
It's on the corner?
No, it's in the middle. It's in the middle of a block. Like shit. You had a pajama party there. I came to somebody's pajama party.
Sephora Lounge?
Maybe Sephora. Is there across from a gas station?
It was a gas station across the street.
Like a big ass gas station.
It's really big.
Yeah. So I went to that party.
Was a while ago too.
It was a bunch of pajamas.
No, not Sephora. Not Sephora.
I was about to say you missed Sephora.
Not Sephora.
Pegasus.
I think it's Pegasus.
Yeah, but that didn't have that. Pegasus in the same complex.
And it had an outside. It had like a outdoor patio a little bit. Not patio, but you can go outside.
That was Sephora.
Damn it. So Sephora. Yeah. So I went to Sephora years ago. I think I was just visiting Atlanta, and I was like, okay, we're going to this party. I was like, it's ghetto.
It was ghetto.
It's ghetto. And
you wasn't supposed to say that.
No, but listen. Here's why it's ghetto. I'm from New York. You couldn't smoke weed in a club. Cut that. What y'all said?
No, what you said? Because you said
nothing.
It was ghetto.
Cut that out again. What the fuck?
They
cut it.
Cut. And
we got a very
no, back then. This is again.
It was a very
clatchet. It was a clatchet crowd.
Yes,
right. It was right underneath phase one.
Classy but ratchet.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what we are.
So I went, and it was cool. I was like, okay, this is different. But what I really genuinely liked about y'all is y'all was always on your grind. I watch people like hustlers and who stay true to yourselves. Yeah, I didn't just jump on a bunch of different bandwagons when y'all got together. Mm-hmm. I've been following or known of eXeL since she was DJing at Opera, giving out CDs.
Damn, I got no clout.
Period.
No clout.
Now I feel like people forget.
I don't got no clout.
No, but she was really out here hustling. So I felt like, seeing you guys come together now, and watching that, I supported it. Then one night y'all had a Truth. Now it was slow as fuck, right?
Yeah.
It was like one section. It was a Sunday night, I think, at Truth. And
okay.
But when it was door 54.
Yeah,
when it was door 54.
Okay.
And it was like two people there.
But that's when we was not to interrupt you, but we was doing like 5-6 parties a week.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that was the last party, and that was the last party of the week.
Because I kept telling Britt, like, this too much. She's like, but people want to party these days. We should provide a party. I'm like, bitch, I am tired.
This is during COVID too, because this is during COVID I came here.
It was COVID?
It was COVID as fuck. Because I got home and I got COVID. Okay? And it was Sunday, and your sister was at the door. So first I woke up, I'm like, she's fucking evil. I'm about to knock this bitch out. Because she was just like, 10. I'm like, I don't got no cash though. Or 15 or whatever. I'm like, I don't have any cash. She was like, well,
10.
Mind you, you know, I was drunk. So I was just joking. I had a lot of cash. But I'm like, I don't got no money. So what you gonna do? And she was like, well. And I was like, well, what you gonna do? You gonna let me in or no? Right? And she was like, nah. I'm like,
my sister ain't gonna let nobody play with her sister
with
money.
Right?
Look,
so long story short, we got in there and it was lit, but it was just y'all in there. And y'all came over to my folks, not me, but to my table and was like, yeah, y'all good. You know, it's a little slow in here. We about to leave. But y'all could stay.
For real?
I swear.
Oh, no, she making shit up.
Britt said she's about to leave. eXeL, I think he was in a DJ booth because the booth used to be on this side.
Probably.
She was like, I'm about to leave.
First of all, Girly comes to the party when it's the end.
It was the
so this bitch probably came at 8:45.
There was nobody there. It was nobody there.
It was the end of the party. Then of course I'm leaving.
So she left, whatever.
Well, I'm
but
still DJing, y'all.
But y'all still came. You were still DJing. But she came over and she showed love. Like, and it was like, you know, y'all good. Y'all need anything, we about to dip up, but we'll take care of y'all, whatever. Period. And then when I finally did move here, I just used to go to Speakeasy on Thursdays. I would support y'all events.
Speakeasy.
I never knew like nothing outside of you guys besides being great business promoters.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing nothing else to it. So I didn't see you in no other light besides these niggas is lit. They throw events and I'm gonna go support.
Yep.
And that was the bottom line. So there was no other like feelings or sentiments.
I think we always did. I think
like,
who's your type?
I think we always did good on like
making sure people good. And
and just like business is business. Y'all don't outside like the No Homo Show. Now y'all know all our business, but like it just like y'all knew us for that.
Yeah, we big on like if it's 20 people, 200. Like we want to be out there interacting with y'all, partying with y'all. Like,
and it was a vibe. That was it. It wasn't nothing. Literally nothing else.
Your table turned up. We turned up.
That's it.
I don't remember the first time I met Girly. Do you remember the first time you met Girly?
I feel like the first time I remember meeting you, it was like when M introduced you as like, hey, we should bring her on
a call or like in person.
No, like we should bring her on an event.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I don't lock people in until like I fuck with you.
So if you're not getting booked, because eXeL be like, I don't know that we not booking.
No.
eXeL be in the call is like, who is that?
No,
I don't know her. She can't get booked.
I'm an introvert. So
I be like, damn. Listen to her music though.
Nah, I don't do that. Nah, but
that's a trash.
No, but the thing is, me and Britt worked really hard. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think we moved up to Atlanta and we had a hunger. We didn't know each other before we moved to Atlanta, but we both had a hunger that like in our home cities, we couldn't meet people that had the same hunger, right? Agreed. So like, I think that's what helped us do really good from the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. And then when M brought you in, you know, I ain't hear about you.
Not scratch your head.
Right, no, it's facts though.
No. So like, I haven't heard about you. So like, when somebody talks about bringing another promoter in, I'm never like against it, but it's like, are you working as hard as us? Yeah. Because not only am I DJing,
or is it even worth it? Let's be clear. Yeah. Why am I going to bring someone on who's not going to work and put this work in to get this money and then we going to do splits?
Right.
That's stupid as fuck.
Right.
I get it.
And not only that, but like, I'm a DJ, she's a host. And outside of that, people don't know how much we do to make the party, you know, as visuals, all this, all that. And then when you came in, you just showed your ass. Like, you was like, you showed us stuff that we didn't know we needed. For sure. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, because sometimes people judge somebody off, I don't want to say it like that, but like off of how many followers they got. Like, oh, y'all want this promoter, but she just moved here. She got like 8,000 followers.
She had 4,000 when we first met her. Okay. We got her up to 7,000.
Okay. I'm at 8 now, bitch.
Oh, we got her up to 8,000!
No, but let's be clear. I am not a social media girl. No, so the fact that I'm there is crazy.
Instagram.
But sometimes you look at promoters like,
and that's what
how many followers? Yeah. Like, you're following.
And then we didn't even know that you weren't a promoter.
Yeah.
And that's where we
Can we clarify that? Can we pause for a second?
You're not a promoter, yes.
I am not a promoter. Yes. I want to say that for everyone listening.
Yeah.
Because like you said, when I came to Atlanta, let me tell you something. The girl I was in at the time, I said, I do not want to throw any events. I was not coming to Atlanta to throw events. I was coming here I was making great money with my corporate job. I didn't give a fuck about nightlife, respectfully. Yeah. If I went to go to have fun, cool, I'm a support. But I was not looking to become this great Atlanta promoter or this promoter in any sense. So the first person to hit me up, I'm going to say it was Chris. Chris called me the day I moved. Like, I was just driving down, shit still in my truck. And she like, yeah, let's throw a party. I'm like, wait, I don't even have the key to my apartment yet. Let's just wait, right? She's like, all right, cool. Yeah. Right, cool. So Chris was the first person. M was the second. M called me. and was like, you ready? I was like, I'm not yet. She called me in March, the end of March, a month later, and she was like, are you ready?
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I'm not really doing much. Like, I really wasn't doing much of anything besides getting drunk every weekend. Like Atlanta, no, for real.
That's how it is when you first moved to Atlanta.
When you go to Atlanta, I had lemon pepper wings.
Bro,
I was going to
you can crash out.
What's the tacos? The taco spot.
Mama's.
I was going to Mama's every weekend. I was buying bottles at Crew.
Welcome to
like
Atlanta.
I was living the best life that I thought in Atlanta. Getting drunk every weekend.
Every fucking day.
During the week too.
Yeah, I was about to say the weekday too.
The Wednesday was lit.
For real.
So I was like, whatever, I don't care. I'm outside anyway.
Yeah.
I'll just do a party with you. She said, we're going to do a welcome to Atlanta, New York versus Atlanta party. I said, cool.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's a one-off. I'm thinking it's y'all about to bring my whole New York crew out here about to go up, which we did. I sold out almost all them fucking sections at Door 54, okay? And I had New York in there. Yep. And that's when she said, hey, we should probably bring Girly on. But again, I was never trying to come out here to be this promoter. I'm still not trying to be this big promoter. I'm a producer, and I have people that follow me because they know if my name's on it, it's of quality. If I'm touching it, they're going to rock with it. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. I'm a connector.
I'm going to just start putting her name on shit then. Because you actually right about that. And we'll figure it out later, but I think I am just gonna go ahead and
I'm not a promoter.
That Friday flyer out that she supposed to do on her birthday. I think we just slap her name and a picture. Fuck it.
Yeah,
she ain't gotta be there to celebrate, right?
I'm gonna edit.
You can have a cutout of her, right? Oh, okay. We gotta do it for her. It's her second home.
Continue, eXeL.
No, but I do think as to what you're saying, to promote, you should have a team that people are great in certain things.
Correct.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that know everybody and can reach out to everybody, but there's so much more to create a dope ass party.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So so that's where I remember you from, and
and that's what it was.
Ever since you've been a good partner.
Okay. Thank you.
You've been a great partner,
and so have you guys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you your flowers real quick. Like, yes, you said earlier, like y'all work hard. I said this to y'all too. Prior to coming to Atlanta, I've done DC. I created with productions because I was like, this is for me. It's my own lane. And I bust my ass. I mean, like you said, down to the visuals, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, you think of it, I thought of it and did it, right? Mm-hmm. So when I came here and I started working with y'all, I was like, y'all relit my flame, or you reignited my flame that I felt like I was tripping on in New York. In New York promoters, I'm not going to front, they scared. And I'm gonna say they're scared because
it's a clip right here.
No, they are. New York promoters are scared because I feel like they like to play things safe and easy instead of really just like locking in. And my thing is they watch each other too much. I don't give a shit if there's 50,000 other podcasts. I produced the No Homo Show. I never come to y'all and I don't be like, oh, so this is that and they got that going on, they got that going on. I don't give a fuck.
That's fine.
So I feel like with New York, before COVID and then even after COVID, it became a very like, who's doing what type community, like, well, we gotta wait to see what they drop. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna say successfully, like, I ain't touched not one event in New York that failed. And niggas can say what they want to say, oh, she's young or she's that and she's that and she goes off at the top. And I do because I'm passionate about what I do. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of promoters in New York like to play it safe or worry about the next man. And I feel like for me, I'm never gonna be built like that because what God has for me is gonna be for me. That's so working with y'all remind me when I came here, like, we're gonna do this shit. Yeah. I was in the room when we started the No Homo Show. The first episode is y'all recording me.
Yeah, in the hotel room
on South Beach. And y'all were like, we gonna ask you questions, and we was drunk saying, wow.
It was like, this is great though, right? You see, I was just talking. It was like, yeah, we enjoyed this.
I just ordered the banner. It's on the way, right? Yeah. And that was less than 2 years ago, y'all. So I want to give y'all flowers and say, like, thank you for not having me on your team, but also believing and respecting me and also trusting me with y'all babies. Like, not just the No Homo Show, but I manage y'all. Y'all don't got to have me do that, right? So I just feel like in this whole journey, like, we some hustlers and we work together and we trust each other and we respect each other. And that's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
So
now you're a good professional pimp. Like, I would not let anybody else pimp me besides Girly The CEO.
Any day. Trust you with my life.
But let's clear up one thing. So we didn't start it with you.
Well,
the Homo Show started before, but you gave us the like, let's go ahead and do it and make it work what we got. Because we had this big,
and I was like, no.
We had this big room and it had clouds on the floor.
I was like, no. Just get a banner, let's drop it down.
Let's just go ahead and do it. So shout out to you.
Because sometimes, so for those that don't know, like, we recorded in another studio and they made the production of the set crazy. Like, the whole floor was clouds. Everything was clouds. They had like white leather couches.
That was like
don't worry, it's coming. Give us 2025. 2025 is coming back.
So
H looked out like
he mad. No. But then the production of it, the cameras, everything was terrible, right? And we felt so discouraged because we like, damn, this got so much potential. But now, like, where can we go where we can get that? And it's like sometimes just start where the fuck you at. And we was already here with the progress report. So like once we build up here, like it been going crazy.
Yeah.
You know
and
what I'm
2 years in, we're over 20K subscribers. I just want to 2 years in, so
I love us.
just getting started. So yeah.
So can we get into some more gay shit?
Oh boy,
I had some more gay shit too. We didn't really go into the
Right, come
no,
on.
but I feel like people needed to hear like the gay behind the scenes, like party stuff. Like this is deep and this is really like stuff that's not talked about. Like even as far as like we're gonna get over this, but like we can't get into the best clubs and stuff because like how you were saying, like we can't hit those bar tags
unless you wanted to charge $100 just to get in. I mean, like that's what it's gonna be. But.
So we just gave y'all insight of the party scene, the LGBT party scene. I want to make that clear. Y'all got the insight.
Okay, I had some more on the platonic relationships. All right, so because people have an issue with having platonic relationships,
real bad.
Like it's a thing within the gay community.
With feminist stud,
with the feminist stud or whatever it is, just gay people in general, the community in general. So, from all of us, what is some advice we'll give for setting boundaries to having a successful platonic friendship?
All right, I think the first thing is don't be oblivious, I'm saying that because if I know you like me, not you, but someone, if you like me, we can't be friends or bad. True. There's always going to be some type of hidden feelings. So let's not act like, well, I friend zone you, so we're good. I feel like that's what starts. I think a lot of people in general, whether it's a femme, dom, stud, whatever the top titles are, respectfully, they like to be like, well, I don't like that person, so we can be friends. Nah. Because if you give them a chance one day, if you slip up, if you get drunk, if
Little reposado.
You understand? And then also,
hold on, baby.
If y'all were friends, right, and you done told them all about your relationships, they're like your best friend, they're really close with you, they know how to get you. They know what you want. They've learned you at this point, right? Deep. So I think first starting with just like, let's not be oblivious. Let's know what's going on. Yeah. Even if you feel like, oh, no, I'm good, but they're not. Yes. So they could be homie, keep it pushing.
See, so if your That's girl friend zones, if she literally tell you they used to like me, it was never given that.
Yeah.
But like I told her like we could be friends and now we're close friends.
Right.
Should you be okay?
No, I think that there could be a level of friendship, but you said close friends. That's a problem for me. We could be cool. Listen, we all buddy, we all brothers and sisters under God's eye. But close friends is different. You sleeping in the same bed as them? Like, what's close friends?
No.
Oh, no.
Y'all doing sleepovers? So I just feel like... I mean, yeah. But I think it's also insecurities. Like, I think when it comes to femmes, like, I'm a femme when I'm with y'all half of my life.
Yes.
So, and there was a point in time when I was dating someone, when we went to Miami that year, actually, when we recorded that episode, I was dating someone, and she was like, so why you ain't tell me that you was going to be sleeping in a room with them? Ooh. I'm like, but I'm not in the same bed. Like, we're not in the same bed. Me and eXeL
slept together. We fucking
I was like, I have my own bed. And she was like, yeah, but you didn't tell me you was going to be with two studs.
Oh,
I didn't see her that way, though. I'm like, you're my homie.
I'm like, she got a lower buzz cut than us.
Like,
she's the third stud.
Literally.
We're all studs here.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
But it didn't, until I was in a room and she was like, you have your AirPod? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, I had to talk to you about something. Ooh. And I'm like, what? And she was like, yeah.
She said it while we was there.
You didn't tell me that. And I'm like, Britt and eXeL.
Right.
What? Family. And
that's crazy.
But I think it's just a level of like insecurity versus security, like also knowing like, yo, that's the homies. But I also think on my end, it's my job to make the person I'm with also feel comfortable with that part.
Too. Hello.
So also be like, oh wait, Britt and eXeL, come over and meet this person. So that it's not no.
And on top of that, it's energy.
Big facts.
Because you can feel that.
It's the energy that person is giving too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I know I have met, like keep it 100, not no petty shit, but I have met some of my wife's friends. No, that like, and my wife. No, bitch, I'm going to say it. Okay. No, like my wife, like keep it 100 with me. Yeah. But there's some friends that are like our studs that 100%. I ain't feel nothing. I'm like, bro, you cool as fuck. And there's other people like,
I gotta watch you that one, yeah.
That you know she fucking like you, right?
And they be like, no, I didn't see it.
They be so oblivious to it though.
Sometimes they do be oblivious. I had to learn that that's they really are. They're just genuinely oblivious to it sometimes. But it's my job to be like,
Because people
for real.
People want a good friend. People want somebody that checks up on them. It's not because she's a good friend.
She want when eXeL slipping out. I'll be there. I'm just saying. Like, that's really what it turned to. See, check the ring camera.
Check the ring camera. Like, why I said dead? I just charged it.
Damn, I've never charged my ring camera. All right,
that's that batteries.
Is it batteries though?
Yeah, okay. I mean, you gotta like USB it.
Okay.
But I think it's also important to be able to say that kind of stuff without a person trying to make you feel like, are you insecure? Like,
again, insecurity.
Because I would say it, bitch. Like, nah, I think they like you, and like, whether I'm tripping or not, I'm gonna say it. Like, if I feel like,
and if we're in a relationship that's healthy, you should be able to say it, Absolutely. And I respect it.
So let me tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all a situation, and this just. Why are you being messy?
Okay. Because eXeL be real transparent up here, and I love when I get to say the right things to get a story going out of her.
You messy
as fuck. She said she want to know all your business.
Views.
I hate her.
30K. We just said 30K.
This is like ASMR.
No, okay. All right. Look, no. So like, this is what I respect with my wife, right? Because like I think she's super solid, right? And there was somebody. Solid. That I felt like, I feel like I never felt like my wife did anything, but I feel like her friend might have more
trust some shit,
right? And there was this, I was hella drunk. I was off Crown Apple, y'all.
Oh, that's Crown to do it.
I literally had to stop drinking Crown Apple because I would get in the worst. I only had like 2 or 3 bad arguments with her ever, and it was off Crown Apple, right? So I was doing the most, right? But I brought up the situation. And one day we went and got food, like to go. And then when we got to the house, that friend was there. And Tisha's like, I set up a meeting that we could talk about this.
Okay.
All right. And I could respect that because now you not playing.
Yeah.
Right? But
you ain't feel soft. Like, why you doing all that?
No. First of all, I've been in situations and not saying I still don't feel that way about that person. But like, you're being messy. But look,
she's just messy.
I've been in situations where I had femme friends that my girlfriend got in between very close relationships with me and my like stop me from being friends with somebody that didn't have no ill intention. You know what I mean? So I respected the fact that she held her ground with her friend, but also with me and showed me it wasn't nothing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I could have stopped her from kicking it with somebody that she really viewed as her friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? On that part, I respect that because she was like, "You're not about to have me stop kicking it with her," but also she showed me that like it ain't nothing like that neither. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how I feel about that because I'm still.
I want to win. I don't know.
You can still we can sit across from each other and be like, okay, no, I respect you, I love you, but
I was just about to ask her, like, what did she say during the conversation that make you be like, you know what, you do just want to be her friend?
I said everything. Why I said like this don't feel right.
What'd you
know
say?
What I'm saying? Come on, you're messy.
They need advice.
No.
Somebody needs to address somebody's friend right now. You can tell them.
No, it was certain situations that we went through that I'm like,
okay. That was weird. This was weird. That was weird.
She was sick. Why you bar cough drops and tea?
And chicken noodle soup.
Why you be calling at 3 a.m?
No, but shit like that. But so stuff like that, I do think is a problem.
Yeah.
Right. I've gone through that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
because you gotta have them boundaries. Like, don't call at 3 a.m. though.
And then also like my wife will hear me out to like maybe something that she ain't think was so obvious.
Yeah.
She would respect it too.
That's
so
fair.
it wasn't a thing where it was like a show up and just stunt on me thing. I want to make that clear. It was like, it was like a thing like, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Let's figure this out together.
And let's clear the air why you feel this way and da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying all that to say like, it gets real weird when your girl don't address the issue.
Right. And acts like it's nothing, or it gets defensive, and it's like, well, you tripping.
Defensive.
That's
guilty.
That's what I'm saying because that gave me grown woman. Like, let's put this all on the table.
Let's talk about it.
But when your girl don't want to bring this other person and talk about this, now like, hold up, I feel this way, but you're not checking none of this.
Or it could just be a level of growth, right? That's what I'm trying to say, like healthy. Like it depends on maybe that person isn't even there. Or they come from a situation where they went through that and it wasn't doing nothing. Yeah. And they're like, well, you should just trust me. You know, if I'm locked in with you, don't nobody else matter. You don't got to worry about them. So I think it just depends on, again, the level of growth in your relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a living testament. I have a bunch of stud friends I ain't touch. I ain't never even look at. And it ain't that type of time. Yeah. We ain't on that type of time, baby.
But
she must stop.
No, energy got a lot to do with it. Because like if you bring me,
sometimes I don't be wanting to ask. Like, all right, so
no, you don't gotta ask.
Let me exit myself out. Saying somebody. No, but in the past though, I have felt like so. All right, when do you know when to ask? Like, have y'all ever did anything
when you
together?
feel it on your heart?
Okay.
When you feel it in your chest,
say something.
This shit don't feel right. Say something. And if I can't say something, then we need to rethink this whole thing.
What if you don't want to know the answer to it though? Because then you don't want to be in this relationship. Because like, what if they did used to fuck around and now your head is like, damn. So y'all was.
So here's the so I'm not a person where I'm like, you can't be friends with your ex with me. Let me make that very clear.
You let your girlfriends be good with their ex.
If it is transparent from the jump. If from the jump you told me like, yo, this person is cool, if you lied to me, it's over. Yeah. Okay? But I have people I've dated that we still we cool. I have my girl, meet them, we chilling, like it's fine. But it's also very transparent.
That's that film shit.
It's also been
could it be an ex you love?
No, see that's different. Ooh. That is different.
That do.
Ooh.
That do.
I don't think I'm that
That's what I'm saying.
No, even just period. I could never hang with
someone that used to love you.
Yeah.
That's different.
Or on the other end, like I wouldn't want to be with my girl's ex-lover neither.
But what about if it's someone they just dated? Like, you know, how many people you just dated and it didn't work out, but y'all was cool as fuck? But I'm talking about dating, not lovers. Sorry. Not lovers.
Yeah, that's because I ain't gonna lie. I'm open to that. There was one relationship ever that I committed to somebody that I didn't feel like I loved already.
Okay.
All right. So like me, I'll commit to you when I feel like, yo, I can love you.
Right.
And once I love you.
What that mean though?
What you mean?
Like we locked in, bitch.
Yeah. Like commit, like not cheating?
No, exclusive. Like commit, like, yeah, we're exclusive.
Oh,
like,
my bad.
We go together.
I don't want to commit to you, be exclusive, if I don't already feel like, yo, I can really love this girl.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know, this is Britt's first exclusive relationship, so you got to walk her through the steps.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to clear it up for everybody at home watching.
You doing such a great
Somebody
job.
Somebody else is thinking this stuff. I'm trying to tell you.
She got that from Whip.
On Whip. Shout out to Whip for giving me Whip.
Okay. But, yeah, so like if it was somebody I used to talk to,
that's what I meant to say.
Different.
That hit different.
Okay, because you
not lover.
Like if I was with you for 4 years,
you used to chill with real quick. Oh, that's the homie.
Yeah.
Then that's fine. But lover, nah, I'm not ready for nobody lover and my lover. I'm not good on that. Going back to your first question about platonic friendship, I think it's about just levels of respect, levels of growth, of security, insecurity, and then also making it clear. But I'm also at the point where I understand if I'm with somebody and they be like, hey, I'm very uncomfortable about this person, I will remove them. Because you got to choose. You do got to pick a side.
What if you're super close to that person? Like, that's your day one.
I'm not going to lie.
We have to take a step back for a second, baby. Like, we can still be there, but respectfully,
the relationship or the friend?
It depends. So we took my wife. Like, what level of relationship is this?
All right, girlfriend is not cool with how close you are to this very close friend.
Why?
See, that's
something. It's a feeling. It's like
no, but what I
y'all be flirty. Y'all be flirty. Y'all play too much when y'all around each other. Y'all be touchy.
That's not fair.
But sometimes
it's not fair.
No, but
that's not fair.
No, because sometimes people are jealous of how close you are to somebody.
That part,
and then they just use that they're a fan. Because I'll say in college,
they do.
No, because I'll say in college, one of my best friends, Kia. I'm gonna say like Kia to this day is my best friend.
Yeah.
I was in Kia was my best friend. Then. Like our sophomore year, like my ex like came to the school and we got so close. She made me feel like I had to choose her or my like close friend Kia. And the thing is when you're with and then they start talking, they start putting shit in your head that you might be like, do she like me? I don't think she like me, but I like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to anybody
that did catfish you.
My friend did catfish me.
Wait, this is the same person, right?
Yeah.
The Kia girl?
Yeah.
So she did like you?
No, but she
So your friend wasn't tripping?
She catfished me because I introduced... No, but she catfished me because I think I was the first gay person she met.
Why did she catfish you?
Because she was curious, but she wasn't curious with me. After like she created a profile, she actually started talking to bitches on there.
She created a profile of you?
No, she created... No,
she catfished her.
I asked her, like... The thing is,
for the people in the back watching this, please explain.
eXeL's friend acted like she was someone else
to try to talk to eXeL.
But eXeL.
Oh, that bitch like you.
No.
Who got that energy?
No, this is the thing though. She came to the college with 2 other girls that they was all like, to this day we're all close friends, right? But they all was in on it and was laughing at my responses and shit. Like, what eXeL
So it was a joke.
Yeah, it was.
No, but I ain't gonna lie. I did used to do that.
All right, so it wasn't like it wasn't.
Catfish people as a joke.
Yeah, but maybe she really liked her.
No, but look, they all was in on it.
Okay,
right.
Say this.
So then somebody DM'd her, and she actually started talking to that person.
So is she gay now?
No, she had a little trial.
Oh, okay.
But to this day, like, yo, all right. So I went. The crazy thing is, I stopped fucking with her, right? And I'm talking about this was on my heart, right? Like, damn, that was my dog.
You cut your friend off for your girlfriend.
Yes, I did. And then my girlfriend not cheated on me. We broke up, but like
pots of pants.
Pots of pants. It was a badass breakup. And the crazy
the
thing
nicknames is crazy.
Right when we broke up, my friend was there for me, even though I cut her off.
Yeah,
solid.
I feel like that's what solid friendships feel like. Like, listen, even if you gotta put me on ice, that's cool. I'm gonna still love you. And if you need me, I'm here.
And I'm talking about, I couldn't be in, because me and my ex had an apartment together. I stood at my friend's house and we slept in the same bed, like head to like toe to head, whatever. Mm-hmm. Never nothing. But that motherfucker picked up where we left off and didn't hold that against me.
That's dope. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm just saying this for anybody that like, yo, if it's a real friend and there's not no signs there, like it do get
if there's
tough.
Genuinely nothing going on. I think that's what I think.
That part too, though.
A lot of with our day and age, and I'm gonna say, I think there's not a lot of genuine stuff that happens in genuine friendships, and people do lie and deceit and hide things. So if it's genuine and that is then like your wife did, we're gonna talk this out because this is my nigga,
and that's
you're my wife, and this can't be this,
and that's why I couldn't be mad at. That's why I respected it, because like I was in college wasn't big enough to be like, yo, let's come together because this is my dog. It's not nothing like that. But the fact that I never told my friend how my girlfriend felt
also made it for you now too.
But I like kind of drifted away. That was young. Yeah, I was young. Right. But I'm just saying, it's people going through this.
You was off that pussy. She said, I'm going to go ahead and run with the pussy.
Because it is different. It's not like choosing, but like when you're with your girl like 24/7, right?
True.
So it's just like that, like, or your friend that like you love your friend to death, but like y'all got your own lives. You know what I mean? It just tend to be like
it definitely come with maturing.
Yeah. Listen, I know y'all hear us talking about Shop Starship all the time for your adult toys.
But we're really serious when we say it, y'all. So listen up, y'all.
They have everything y'all need.
Everything.
Did you ever see the butterfly kiss with a tongue?
Never!
A vibrating tongue.
Come on now.
This go inside of you.
You need this one, y'all, okay? So look, y'all get 15% off when y'all use our code No Homo Show at shopstarship.com.
I don't care if you got a girl, if you're with the girl, or if you're single. Get your toys now at shopstarship.com.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Have you ever had a platonic friendship that ended up turning into romantic?
Ooh. No, it didn't turn into romantic because I didn't allow it to. But I had a platonic friendship with. It happens often. I'm gonna be honest. Like
with the doms, and we're still talking about doms.
Oh no, femmes. Okay, I'm sorry. With doms,
yes. No, girly femme for real.
She's giving Femi Ronnie.
Femi Ronnie is crazy.
Yeah, no, with doms though, no. Because my dom friends, we
homies.
Don't
like doms. You
All right, let's talk about the films.
Okay, so with films, I've had friends, and I had friends, multiple with the S that we locked it with me. We girly girls get our nails done. Ooh, meet the person I'm dating, and once I'm done with that relationship, or the relationship didn't continue on.
Yeah.
I've had friends be like, so I'm next, right?
Oh.
And I'd be like,
next.
Or like I had someone tell me like,
be tricking y'all. That's why
they saw how you was tricking on that girl. Like I want to be next.
My love language is
trick.
You got a new love like car, bag, shoes.
Your car's outside. My love language is your black truck is waiting.
Anywho, so yeah, so that's happened to me where I had friends where I'll be in a relationship and then me and a girl don't work out and I date someone else and I had a friend be like, yeah, I was next. What?
That's crazy.
Like
bitch,
where? When?
Time
how?
You waiting in line?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but meanwhile, whole time this is my friend, like real life. So.
Does it mess up your friendship?
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's been a time where I did cross that line. Like, all right, let's try it out. And I regret it because I felt like again, people say before you're in a relationship, have a friendship. It's different when you go into this friendship with intents on just being friends and you cross that line. It's opposite.
Right.
When you dating someone and you know you're trying to date, but then you having that friendship too, it's cool.
It's different.
But yeah, so
that's a fact because you hear people all the time like, damn, I ain't trying to fuck up our friendship, but it's
and then once
it's gonna fuck up.
Yeah, but then I know people who like, oh, this is my friend of 20 years, and then following the 21st year, they decided that let's just get together.
Hey,
I do know one couple like that. They was best friends forever, and I always was like, y'all should just date because y'all look like soulmates. And then like years later, they decide to date, and they're still together.
See, yeah. So I mean, sometimes it works in your favor.
Yeah,
but my times it never worked in my favor.
Yeah, same. And then I'll be salty when I lose a good friend
because I really fucked with you.
Because I really fucked with you.
Like I really like you was my yo.
Especially if they did something corny, and it's like, damn. Not only did you fucking do it, you a corny ass nigga like that. You was
afterwards,
my nigga.
Like damn, man. Yeah. So I've had that. So yeah,
eXeL, like I never date none of my friends.
I've learned my lesson. It was, and this is years ago, but I've learned my lesson.
Yeah. Now we all go through it in the community, especially.
And it wasn't even like date. It was like, you know, like we ended up having sex. We ended up like kicking it, like trying to date.
But I feel like femmes do that.
Me too.
Femmes like what? Have sex with each other?
Femmes like what? Yeah, y'all just be touchy and y'all can kiss each other and y'all can like scissor.
I'm not that femme friend. Cause if we have sex, nigga, we fucking. And it's real. Like, I'm not let's just kiss and see how it goes. Like, and that's why.
I'm not here to play.
But that's why.
Girly said, I brought my strap, bitch. I'm here to fuck.
I was a fan.
No, but so I'm a
do-rag on.
What's the new word in this community?
Film.
Is like, I'm feminine presenting. I'm a femme.
Yes, you are.
I'm a stud though. Like, I'm open as hell. Like, nigga, wrap this shit up. Like, so I think it's just different in the sense of like, I'm not, oh my God, girly girl. Like, ooh, no. I'm like really opposite of my name on this.
So let's talk about
femmes do be fucking
dominant femmes.
I feel like this.
I feel like, I mean, this probably always been going on, but I feel like now
it's more relevant.
Yeah.
Dominant femmes, aggressive femmes.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say like, oh, it's because I'm a Leo. Oh, it's because I'm from New York. This is my personality.
Yeah.
Like, and I have femmes even tell me like, you acting like you a nigga. Okay. Now what? Like, I'm not acting like anything.
Open up them legs.
Because even some like straight women from New York,
straight women,
you would say they
suck my
like,
dick.
That's what. No, I had a straight woman tell me like she was you know bisexual or whatever. And she was like, you acting like a nigga. I'm not. This is who I am though. Like I talk hard. I talk with my hands. I got a voice. I'm aggressive, but like I'm not a girly girl. Like, oh my God, just give me a kiss.
So as a dominant femme, saying that you know you're more into femmes.
Yeah. But I've dated studs. Like, I think it's an Atlanta thing. Since I've been in Atlanta, yes, I've dated femmes predominantly more. But let's be clear. Like, if you know me from New York, I've had stud girlfriends. Like,
right.
I'm not going to X that out. Like, it didn't happen.
So, like...
What eXeL?
Are you dominant with the stud or are you more submissive?
It's the same me. I don't switch up. It's me.
Okay.
And do you prefer dominant femme?
Like, with me?
Yeah.
Like, do I prefer to be with a dominant femme?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been with a dominant.
Like the woman you're dating right now is kind of dominant too.
I think because of her job and career, she has to be. But that girl's soft as hell.
But I feel like
that's a baby.
But I feel like even studs could like show a soft side. But I feel like y'all like cater to each other.
We do, yeah. I think because of me being the natural aggressive woman that I am, she defaults to being soft. I know she can be that.
So who wear the strap?
That's none of your fucking business.
No, we need to know today. We only really brought you to ask this one question. You won't answer it outside the show, so we thought
I felt like it was perfect timing. Who?
Next question.
I know the girl got a big ass fucking dick, yo. I know that motherfucker about 8 inches and goddamn black as shit.
Something like that.
She got that mandango, you hear me? From the motherland.
I could see her coming out like that. She loves
her robe.
Yo.
Anyway, her little ass.
Yo.
What was your first strap size and color that you bought?
This is usually what we ask our studs.
We usually ask our studs.
My first strap that I purchased, or can it be like I purchased with someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one I purchased with someone else, I think was like an 8, and I realized that was too big for me.
Okay, I'm about to say that's what you wanted?
No. And I'm going to be, TMI, I'm going to tell my business a little bit.
Yes, tell
So like, females, you know, when you first buy a strap, no matter how expensive it is, the type of material matters.
Yes.
So I didn't know that there were different materials when I first got my first strap. So I used it on someone and they got like irritated because they were allergic to latex.
Damn.
I didn't. We
so
did
they
not
couldn't use condoms if they
couldn't
wanted
use
to.
condoms. Couldn't use like they could use condoms, but it has to be like some type of skin, like
it's
something
a certain
else.
kind you gotta get.
Yeah, so a different one. But we didn't know that at the time.
Damn.
So she was like, "Yo, like," she was wilding on me. I'm like, "I swear, I don't know what I did."
She thought you burnt her.
Basically, but we ended up
we bought this.
I went to go pee and I'm burning. Can you explain this?
Yeah. No, it was a bad reaction. And I mean, went to the doctor. I went with her and I was like, "Okay, you're fine." But I didn't know it was my first strap.
Went to the doctor like, we got a latex strap on. It
was so embarrassing. Oh my
God.
But yeah. So the first one was about 8.
What
and
color
then
was it?
even the harnesses, like
what color was it?
Like brown skin, like a little darker than you, like brown skin.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. But then, like, it wasn't, like, purple or, like, red or pink or some shit.
Or white.
That's weird as hell. But I was, like, trying to figure out the different type of, like, strap. So, like, is it boxers versus, like, the boxer briefs?
I love the boxers.
Where you just put it in the
hole. You like the boxers?
I do.
Yeah, I do.
The harness and all that other stuff, I can't do it.
Cannot.
I got a story to tell y'all.
Your little ass got the little thong, huh?
No, bitch.
I know it still got a little G-strap.
No.
Jock strap one.
First of all, I don't use strap like that. Or I haven't.
Let's be clear.
You know what I'm saying? But
my guy's a squirter. She only can squirt like this. If she hitting a scissor.
She weird. Yeah.
I don't know how you do with her. I really don't.
Yeah. You hear that? Yeah. Macaroni and cheese.
Embrace it. I don't know.
I ain't never squirted. I wish I did.
I'm a squirter.
Okay.
Period. Shout out my squirters around the world.
So I did. So like I said, I wasn't, how do I say?
You wasn't squirting at first, but now you are.
No, as far as straps, like, it gets
It can be intimidating.
Right? So I did have, like, a little, like, harness type thing. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what you got.
No, like, I did have, like, the joint, but it wasn't like I was butt naked. Let's say that. Like,
but your cheeks
was out a little bit? Yeah, was your butt out? Is it giving like seatbelt?
All right. No. All right. No. Just, it was like a harness joint. All right. Mm-hmm. But then, I ain't gonna lie. I put on the shorts joint. Right. I came out. My wife was like, "Oh, where'd you get this?" Right. Yeah, bitch. Surprise. All right. So after that, she was like, "Oh, you must have felt a little more confident in that joint."
Okay.
The next day, y'all. She offered to scrub my back in the shower.
Ooh, she put it down.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what that means.
Excuse me.
You want to get in the tub? Bitch, you ain't never asked me if I want to get in the tub.
She really went around too, for real.
Oh,
that's what it sounded like. She wanted it round too in the shower this time.
Girlie, I ain't got time like that. Y'all keep telling me to do shit.
I'm just
Girlie, a freaky ass little bitch.
Nah, so
I mean, that's what it sounded like she wanted.
Long story short.
Yeah.
I think the shorts. Long story short.
The shorts? Get it?
Yeah.
I definitely fuck with the shorts.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
I think it made me feel more comfortable.
Plus, I'm thick as fuck, bitch. I be feeling like that thing is fucking flossing my ass, bitch.
But yeah, I just feel like I felt like I felt more comfortable in it. I laid it down. She wanted to rub my back. She wanted to cook me dinner. Shout out to my wife.
That's what she fell in love. That's what she said. We're going to lock it in.
Tonight.
It goes down in the DMs.
Okay.
Oh, shit. My bad. I don't know what happened.
All right, girlie. It's only right we get into guidance from the gay gods.
Guidance from the gay guy. Guidance from the gay guy.
As much as we think you are grown and mature, you really just hit 30, so you just left your 20s.
Why she keep bringing up my age, you stupid little bitch?
All right. Well, because it's relevant to the question.
Anywho.
If you are in your 20s, what's the best way to get someone in their 30s more interested in you?
So fast ass.
Because if you're in your 20s, how do you get someone interested in you and they're in their 30s? I feel like age shouldn't matter. So if you can't be yourself around them, don't try to do nothing extra.
Should you act like more mature?
No, you shouldn't act like anything because that act will wear off eventually. So you can act like something for the first date.
And sing.
And then like the second and third and fourth date, you're going to keep acting. So I think if they don't like you for who you are, whatever your age is, then move on. But if they are attracted to you, I think the question should really be like, how do I try to talk to someone? Right? How do I get someone's attention? Period. and I don't think it should be about 20 versus 30 or 30 versus 40. It should just be like, how do I try to speak to this person that I'm nervous to?
Yeah, because bitch, why you think we so different? Because we in our 30s.
Yeah, like if you like to watch ratchet TV, you
what the? All right, what if the person that's 30 was like, yo, you too young for me. You act too young.
If they act too young and they act too young, you're immature.
It's a rap then.
For them.
Yeah,
but like that's for them, right? Like I feel like I've always dated older women. I've never dated someone was for you. Younger than ever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think to make sure I'm standing on that. But
so
how did you
that's just you. You just
But look, me, I
we all thought Girly was older because of her maturity.
Yeah, but you see, it's not an act. I didn't go on acting a certain way to try to be mature. I didn't go acting like I'm 50 years old so I can, because that's who I want. No, like I have an old spirit to me and an old soul. And that's just me, right? I don't feel like I've ever acted to be grown. Like, oh, let me fake be grown. No, and if niggas want to assume I'm older, then that's on them. Yeah. You understand? But I feel like with this question, if you got to think about how to act around somebody, no, my love, just be you.
I agree.
And if they rock with you, they rock with you.
Let's be clear. Some people in their 30s, 40s are very immature.
That's a fact, yo.
Some people in their 20s are very mature. So you attract
energy that you want. Right. So just be you. And again, if this person is compatible with you or y'all got a vibe and y'all align, it should be without you having to be something for them. But I think that question goes for anybody. Like, don't try to act. Like, people are like, oh, how do I try to get this person? Or I'm going to say this. Somebody asked me about a basketball player recently. I know I go to the games and I know some of the players.
Yeah,
so somebody hit me up.
Never took us to.
Somebody hit me up and was like, yo, I got some more games. They're on a break right now. Somebody was like, do you know such and such player? And, can I connect you with them? And for me, it was just like, just be you though. Like, don't try to act or be a certain way. There wasn't acting that particularly, but I think a lot of people nowadays like to go on Instagram and flex and floss and front.
Yes.
For that crowd or for the person they want to attract. But it's like, nah, just be you. You don't understand how many people just want you to be you. If you read, post that you fucking read. If you pray, post that you pray. If you work out, like, don't try to live this soft life if you only live that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't portray something that you're not, because you're only going to end up losing yourself trying to live up to an image that you were never supposed to be. So I think that's it.
I have nothing to say, bitch. The motherfucker ate it up. Chewed it up. She cooked it up, ate it up, chewed it out, had dessert.
Look, Girly, we appreciate you.
I love
y'all. And we doing so much for Girly, so stay tuned. And her shows, make sure y'all follow her because she's going to keep y'all posted on her shows. It's one of a kind, y'all. It's one of a kind.
And keep watching the No Homo Show. Y'all support us. You support me. Look out for Pure Energy. Everything else. I can't even go into everything we got planned. But I am going to be celebrating my birthday in New York the whole month of August, basically. So make sure in Atlanta. So just follow me.
Want to party with us?
Just make sure you follow me because I'm going to be around outside of August.
Before her birthday.
Yeah.
So
I said the whole month of August in New York and Atlanta. Thank you very much.
Are you celebrating your birthday with us?
I'm a Leo, August 6th.
Are you celebrating your birthday?
New York Leo.
Yeah, but we need to figure out what we're doing for the rest of the month.
All right, y'all. It's the No Homo.
All right, I'm calling my Uber.
Whole lot of gay shit. Whole lot of gay. I like that.
Boss Britt. We certified. And DJ eXeL.